All right. It is Sunday. That means we are streaming. Some of you may have seen me yesterday when I streamed all the contest results. It's a double Raven weekend. Hopefully that's okay for you guys because that's how that's working. We have a fairly good stream for today, so I can cover the giveaway. I can show you some of the Bombas swag that came in. We're still waiting on a couple things, but they should be here this week. And then the boys can start shipping, which is exciting. Let's see. I don't know where my edging went on my screen, but it is no longer here. I have some cool stuff to show you from the Japanese dollar store that I went to. I was trying to find fun little things to put in boxes and note paper and stuff because they're always good for washi tape and little cute notepads and all the kawaii stuff that I don't know. I think it's adorable. I have that to show you. Briar showed some more information from the clubs. So there was a video of the stablemate, a video of which is the Arab, the Zara, and then there was a video of the Mule, which is the Premier Club release. And then another picture of one of the other stablemate club releases, which looks like a mini Churchill, which is very cool, on the mini Othello that they just shrunk. We have Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie. And hello, Leharas de Lou from France. Hi. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Yeah, so yesterday was the big giveaway. I gave away a whole ton of stuff. Let me put it up on the screen. Ta-da! So there was a Rise medallion, a Bombas resin, which he's almost classic. He's so large. Mojave and Glossy, which was the Collectors Club event special, and then two, not one, but two of the Premier Tiger Lily and Firestorm sets, and then two different gift certificates. So altogether, it ended up being about $1,500 worth of stuff. Oops. I can't help myself. You guys are awesome, and I have to spoil you back. So that was kind of cool. Sorry it was so late in the day and kind of a surprise stream. I ended up having way more entries than I thought I was going to. We were like this close from 1,000, which is crazy. It was 967 total entries to the contest, which is nuts. We have Drea. Hi, Drea. And Pam. Hi, Pam. Good morning. Yeah, I'm saying a lot. It's funny because when you get in your head when you're streaming and just looking at a camera and then sometimes looking at another picture of you as you're moving, and I'm a hand talker, so it's a little distracting. And then I say and it's not very good speaking, but that's okay. I'm not a professional speaker. So all the people that were drawn, I'm going to be notifying today. I ended up going out for my birthday yesterday to a Brazilian barbecue place, which was delicious. It was called Gaucho, and they had the most amazing, well-cooked meat you could imagine. And it's kind of a weird system where it's all you can eat for the proteins, and then for any of the sides you want, it's all included: soup, salad, all the different sides. They had mushrooms and cool different kinds of salads and potatoes and fries and things like that. So it was a very neat experience, and very tasty. And we ended up having to kind of squish that into the day along with all the rest of the stuff. There's a few things that I needed to pick up from the store too, and it's just crazy. I did like housewife bingo and used a whole bunch of points to get a whole bunch of free grocery items, basically, which was kind of cool because they give you more than double what the points are worth a couple times a year. So yeah, housewife bingo. I like it. Keeps me entertained when I'm not doing the studio stuff. So Bombas's edition, Along with Rise, they are still open if you are like, oh my god, I missed out and I wanted the things. These guys are still open until January 15th. You can see he's huge. Bigger than my head. He's also huge, so not to be scoffed at. Self-standing, you guys know that already, which is kind of nice because then you don't need some sort of backing or plate or anything to put them on. And then this guy self-stands too, which is kind of cool. So they'll be available until January 15th. You can get in on that. We had the fun contest at the beginning because my birthday was in the middle of there, because why not? And I try and do giveaways scattered through the year just to make things a little bit more fun for everybody. So that is fun for me too. I enjoy giving, and it is cool. So yeah, maybe we'll jump into swag since we're on Bombas anyway. So his stuff came in. This is the sticker, and I did post them to socials, but sometimes it's nicer to see them in person. So it looks very matte from this direction, but as the light hits it, it's a matte mirror stock. So it actually kind of just glows from certain angles, which is very cool. So he goes from being like a shadow unicorn to sparkling, which is very neat. I think that's kind of cool. And hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving weekend. I know you're probably still in turkey coma by this point. We do our Thanksgiving in Canada a couple weeks earlier than you guys. So it was about a month ago that we did ours, which is kind of weird that we split it up. I don't know why ours is different, but maybe I should look into that. So I educate myself. And then his be different. So it's fun because from the right angle, it looks like it's just gold. And then you get the pixie dust glitter that pops up just in the text. And it has the Bombas outline and then where he evolved from, which is Bumblebutt, which is very cute. I noticed that Kelly Seeley put out a bumble pony with little bee wings too, which is adorable. We're starting a trend. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. And I did get stickers in that are additional to the ones that came with the little mini biters, bitty biter, because I didn't see them in person yet. I send them right to Jen because they're doing the casting, but I can show it in all its glory now. So that's what the pixie dust looks like without any color tinting on it. And so when you color tint it, that's the same sticker stock just with color on top. So they do a transparent layer. But Battle Babe, be different. We're doing like a thing unintentionally because it's not like I pre-think these things out. It just happens. We have Ellen. Hello, Ellen. Happy whatever time of evening it is for you. And thank you for the birthday wishes. And Krista. Hi, Krista. So Lizzie saying, I love that color. I want to get one painted. Yeah, of course. If you want to paint your Bombas, I can't help myself with purples and teals. And it's just too pretty. It was like icy, stormy colored hair. And yeah. So feel free to paint yours like that if you want to. It's not copyrighted or anything. Yeah, so there was a whole bunch of stuff going on this week, and it's been hard to kind of keep up. So I imagine with Thanksgiving added on top, that's a lot to process. But Briar did do a Collector Club newsletter, and let me just show you. Can I add stuff to it? It's not letting me. Okay. So that is the preview that they showed us for something coming in December. And it kind of looks like it might be narwhal-y themed. We'll see how that works out. I'm not sure. I don't know why it's not showing me on camera, but that's fine. Oh, bam. Oh, I'm messing this up. There we go. I'm not sure when they're going to release it, but we have the Christmas surprise still coming. It does definitely look like some sort of deco or fantasy color. We can't tell the mold. It is metallic-y blue with gold spots and some purple-y colored highlighting. So we shall see what that even is. Let's see. We'll do it this way. Bam. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not showing me on screen when I'm showing my screen, but we will just deal with it. And then they showed us the Collector Club previews. So this is the stablemate Zara, which is a little bit different than the Pam. Christina Lucas Francis said that they contacted her to tell that, or to make sure all the detailing was correct in the mold. And then I guess Leslie Catherine did the color. 75th anniversary. They're going to do a big party, blah, 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 blah. This is the mule. And I don't think it has music to go along with it. But that's the video of the mule. So we hadn't seen all sides of it just yet until this video came out, obviously. So that's kind of neat to be able to see all the bits and pieces. I think all the videos and stuff have been circulating already, so I'm not showing anything that hasn't already been shown. We'll do another round just to see. So it is very cute. It is a Molly mule. It is done, sculpted and painted by Laura Skiller and Sailor. And she hasn't done a traditional mold yet for the line, but she did do the little Briar Stablemate Morgan. Bam. That is this guy, the Cantering Morgan. So Laura Skiller and Sailor, Charleston was the original release. She did him, and she did this cute mule that we're getting. And then also on that page, they showed off Madonna, which is a mini Proud Arab mare. It's more Zara-y, but well, we'll see. There was a discrepancy with Briar originally when they had made the molds, and Pam and Zara were a little bit different, but same kind of idea. So saying here, Madonna is technically not a scan of the Proud Arab mare, but the original Hagen Redeker Zara from which she was based. Briar did originally get sued for having a artist copy the Zara originally, and then I think they worked it out, made the Pam, and then this one's more true to the original Zara. It's saying the most noticeable difference being Zara's slightly turned head. I'm not personally a fan of the color. I think the flea or the bloody shoulder markings are a little bit too extreme for my personal tastes, but I will probably be getting one for a body because I really, really like this particular mold. She's very iconic and she's gorgeous, and I think it's great that we now have her in stablemate size. I'm not a huge fan generally of the bloody shoulder markings. I can handle a little bit of them here and there, but it's a little bit too much. Just because it is possible doesn't mean that it is super exciting. Somebody did make mention of, you can see, I'll do this again, this foot right here, the right front is kind of hovering a little bit above the ground. Stablemates are kind of hard because they're so small. That would be something that you'd probably be reasonably easily able to fix with a little bit of hot water. But I know that some people are a little bit upset about that. But both feet technically are a little bit off the ground, so there's some adjusting that needs doing. And in little scale, a little bit of something going wonky tends to cause a bit of challenge. So that was pretty much all that they showed us there. Oh, nope, I lie. I'm a liar. We got to see this one too. So this is the mini Othello that they just shrunk down for this year, coming in basically Churchill colors. Let's see, Churchill, which is exciting. Churchill is that guy. So he was a volunteer model from 2018. It's not identical. I actually kind of like, well, other than the little spot in the feather, because I have a soft spot for that. You can see him there versus the darker mini, which I really enjoy. So we'll see how that goes. I might be joining the stablemate club a couple of times because I can't help myself. I'm waiting to see what else comes out for the Premier Club, and we'll see how that goes for if they sucker me in or not. So, are you joining? Let me know in the comments because there's a lot of cool stuff going on. We have seen just the one release for the Vintage Club, which is the clock horse with the Fireheart family clock, which is super cute. And then I don't think they've released anything else. So we'll see what else might come out. Normally they show us one of the Collector Club edition horses, which they did show us. It was the Altanai in a color. My brain works today, guys. Oh yeah, and then they showed us the stablemates here. Let's just do this. We're gonna do a club review. So you get two of the stablemates, one of the realistic glossy Appaloosas, and then one of the other decos at random. That's the Collector Club, one of the editions that'll be out. So kind of like Bolero was a couple years ago. And then we don't necessarily know what the rest is going to be. It is up to chance a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. You never know what might pop up. Drea, Christmas morning surprise is my guess. It might very well be, and it would be very interesting if they did like a narwhal unicorn thing. But every time I seem to try and guess, they seem to go the other way because, well, not that they plan it that way, but I don't know. It's fun to guess anyways. I like it. Cindy said, I wish they would tell us what the other artists are for the Premier Club. They usually do before the deadline, which is kind of at the end of the year. So by the end of December, when the cutoff is, they usually mention the other artists. So we shall see. Thanks, Julie. Lizzie says, I'm not joining this year, hoping to find something secondhand if I can't live without it, but I'm moving away from OF except for Firehearts. Aww. Yeah, I have to be a little bit more picky and choosy too, because they bring out so much in a year and it's hard to collect all of the things and have space for all of the things. And then there's certain congas that I am required to have, like Fireheart and Tiger Lily and Firestorm. So I'm already going to get, it's already been hard to keep up with the Fireheart one. So I can only imagine what they're going to do to me with all three sculptures. So we'll see, because now there's going to be probably sets with him with other babies. And oh my goodness, who knows? We should start seeing other releases too for 2025 for their anniversary. That should start happening in a reasonable amount of time too. So it'll be a little bit crazy. I'm not going to lie. So what else do we got going on here? And I apologize in advance because I know the giveaway yesterday, my computer pooped itself a little bit. It's wanting me to install Windows 11 and my TPM 2.0 is not up to date, so it can't do it. So it's basically saying, if you won't upgrade me, I'm going to cause chaos and destruction, which I hate when companies do that and they grow whatever and they make you try and update it. It just makes me mad inside. So for the people that won the giveaway, I'm going to be sending emails out to those people. They have 7 days to reply to confirm that they want their gift, and then they will redraw if somebody says that they don't want that particular prize or if they don't respond for whatever reason. So I will be sending that out today. And then Bombas, I've got all the batches assorted and made up. So I just need to contact people at this point and let them know what batch they're in, which is exciting. There's not a ton of batches. We should be able to get through things fairly quickly. There are 4 molds hopping currently, and that is helping things move along pretty quickly. 2 giant pressure pots we upgraded. They are here and moving. The molds barely fit in the new giant pressure pots, which is a little intimidating, but that's okay. It was bound to happen at some point. What else? There's still time payment orders and things coming in for taters and gnocchi and ruffles, and those are getting worked on and shipped out as we go. We are still in a Canada Post strike, so Canadian orders are impacted by that. And as those orders come up, I'm reaching out to people. There are a couple of alternatives that I have to ship things out, but at this point, it would be basically like your local postal system, whatever your country uses. So USPS for America, Australia Post for Australia. It's all of Canada Post. And they were originally planning on doing, or what we were led to believe would be that it would be rotating strikes, so mail would keep moving, and they did not do rotating strikes. They shut everything down. So nothing has moved in like 3 weeks. No checks in the letter mail, no anything in the letter mail, no Christmas cards, no packages, no stuff ordered from other countries coming by USPS or other national postal systems. Packages now are getting turned away at the border because they're not accepting anything. They've millions, I think they said there's more than 10 million packages that are just locked in the system. I have stuff coming from Japan, and I have stuff coming from the US that are vanilla beans that I don't know if they are being transferred to a different service. So we'll see how it even goes. I have no idea if or what is going to even happen at this point. It's crazy. But US shipments aren't affected because my courier takes things directly to the border and drops them off with USPS directly. There is no Canada Post involved at all in that exchange. And I did that when Canada Post went on strike the last time in 2017 was when I moved to DYK and using that particular postal system for the US packages and for internationals. And it seemed to work really good so far. And it avoids all this BS because, yeah, it's frustrating. And I guess the union and the company being Canada Post are so far apart that even the mediator walked out. So we could have a total collapse of our whole postal system at this point and the postal system go bankrupt. So, because why not? Who had that on their bingo card for 2025 or the end of 2024? Anyway, hi Brenda, thank you. Yeah, it's crazy. So we'll see how that goes, but just know that most packages aren't impacted, and I do have a workaround for basically everybody, with the exception of Canadians being a little bit more tricky because it's either a little bit more expensive to ship things now, or they have to go by the same routes that kind of Amazon uses, and they're not always the best for making sure packages get to the right place. I don't know. It makes me a little nervous. I've not had bad luck with it yet, but they're just a little bit more. We'll just throw the package on your doorstep and good luck. So it makes me nervous. So for obviously higher dollar resins, we won't go that route, but we're kind of stuck for options. What else is going on here? I have stuff to go through. Perfect. Yeah, so I think that's all, other than one thing that I was going to show you guys that Briar also had that popped up, but I did post about it. So on their new page, they have discounted the sea hearts, which is kind of cute. So if you wanted sea hearts, they're at a discount. And we weren't sure they were going to do this, but they did it. And they made a Blue Zeus pin that they gave out to people with their Blue Zeus orders for the ones that were back ordered, because that was a whole rigmarole thing, of people not necessarily shipping in the order that they purchased because their warehouse has challenges. But they have made the pin publicly available, which is exciting. So if you wanted the pin, you can pick up the pin. I don't know if they are, it says it's limited edition, so it will eventually run out of stock. I'm not sure when. Hopefully not before they release the Stablemate Augustus in the Collectors Club thing, Stablemate Club thing, because the international people get their boxes in threes, 2 boxes a year, one with the original 3 in them, and then the last one with the original 3, and then any extra ones you buy, because they give you the alternative you can buy it if you want it. Optional. That's the word for it. The optional ones. So I would like to add it to my cart too. Maybe we'll see. Katie was nice enough to say that she would give me hers, but I feel bad stealing her pin too. So we shall see how it goes. Maybe I'll just grab some for giveaways because I like hoarding that. I actually have a couple of other pins that I've hoarded for giveaways that I haven't done giveaways with yet. So many dies and so many things to do and so many times to do them in, but it's fun. I have not opened the box yet, Lizzie. I do have that here. So Lizzie has kindly sent me a thing that she said that I can nicely open for my birthday. It is been sitting here waiting. So let's see what is in this box. I don't get to do unboxings live very often anymore. Let's do this without cutting myself, preferably. Eee. And she snuck it in right before the strike happened, so we were still able to do. Oh my god, what is it taped with? Like Kevlar? This is like no joking around tape. Hold on. I'm gonna have to cut through the box to get into this sucker. And I'm holding the thing like a dummy, so that's fine. And it kind of sucks when you're sending boxes here from the US or other countries because you do have to list stuff on the customs tag or they turn the boxes away at the border. So I did not look and peek, don't worry. But it is very orange, like Khrysalis Studios. I don't know how you find orange bubbles. I'm gonna see. Oh my god, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's the one thing. Okay, let's do this one at a time. There's a card. The card might have slid down the side. I will open that right now. The card is AWOL. We will find it. Let's see. It's cute. Oh my god. Because we don't love little blind bag stitchy things. Okay, I gotta hold on. This must be opened. It even has stitch ears. A lot of this stuff we don't get here, which is saddening. Yeah. Okay, what are our options? Where's the stitch? It says, feed me, Stitch. Oh my god, it's a snacking Stitch. Lizzie, it's like you know me or something. Okay, so they're snacking Stitches Series 3. He is snacking on a cookie, an orange slice, a gummy bear. There's Angel, Donut Stitch, Hoagie Stitch. Let's see. Oh, matcha Stitch. Broccoli Stitch. I'm surprised he likes broccoli. Cherry pie Stitch. Pancake Stitch. Oh my god, popcorn Stitch is the cutest. Cake Stitch. And then a clearware coconut hula Stitchy. All right. They do a good job. You can't see through that worth anything. And it's not like you could feel the packs to even try when they're in a plastic bubble. Watch Briar do that to us one of these days, and it'll be like, oh, here's the thing. Ah! It's pie Stitch. He's so happy. I was like, this is going to be delicious. This is very apt for Thanksgiving weekend. Because I made my husband a pie for his birthday, and we ate pie. And then I had cupcakes was my dessert of choice. So cute. Okay. Stitchy thing goes in the bag. And then more stuff. There's more of them! You're like, you need all of the snacks. Okay. So that looks like it's the same edition. This one too, maybe. Okay, now we gotta open all of them. But this will be quicker because we now know what they are. If I can get the little thingy to rip. I have a big Stitch love. He is a troublemaker of the best kind, and he's always been my favorite Disney character. So I liked 101 Dalmatians until, well, I still do, until Lion King came out, and then Lion King was kind of my favorite Disney movie, and it's still really high up there. As the movie goes, it might be still my favorite, but Lilo and Stitch is awesome. Bam! Come on, Stitches! It's Angel Stitch with her chocolate-covered strawberry. She's pretty happy about that. That would be really delicious too, though. They can enjoy their snacks in good company. I love it. And then Lizzie's like, I got you stuff that you might like. And I saw it and I thought of you. Now this makes me laugh because it's Stitch with treats. And I like snacks. As you guys might have figured out from all the food talk on the stream. Oh. Bam. All right. Which one is this one? It is a blue one. It's the popcorn one. That is the best. The fact he's like shoveling it into his little chubby cheeks and filled with joy is adorable. They're so cute. Thank you. Fox and the Hound is my absolute favorite Disney movie, and then Sword in the Stone. Those are also really good, Brenda. Fox and the Hound was one of my favorites, actually, when I was growing up, too. My brother and I watched it, but it was always so sad. So, but I guess all Disney movies are sad, so you can't really say that. They're all just sad movies. So there's a little box, which feels very heavy. And then, oh my god, there's so much stuff. I'm like an elite packer, sticking everything in one box. Bam! Warning, easily distracted by glitter. That might be true. Where did you even find this stuff? That's so cool. This just needs glitter in its hair, and that would be even more perfect, because then it would be like, easily distracted by glitter. I can't even finish the sentence. My guy. Hi, Teresa. We're opening stuff. Oh, on top of the box itself by the shipping label. Oh, I see it. We're good. I would have never found that. So, thank you for pointing that out. Oh my goodness. Look at how tiny that is. They stick together? They're Belisara ones. I used to collect the cards. I worked for a toy store that carried them. And they were awesome. Oh, it's so squishy. Little squishy Belisaras. Their cards and their card game was very cool. I don't know that it got off the ground very well. That is such a satisfyingly squishy little pencil topper. And I like the little cubes. Need like little mini model horses that go in those. And then this one is like an armored one. They're so squishy. Those are going on top of my pens. Look how cute it is. Let's see if Belisara is even still a thing. Because I've seen some stuff come out. Let's not use that. They still sell them on Amazon. Belisara. There's a Belisara wiki fandom. Belisar app. So for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, it was a card game. You can download the app, which looks like a newer thing, maybe. There's a DVD. Their cards were fantastic with really, really cute art on them. So if you've never seen these before, they're wonderful. And then they have a gallery of all the different art. I don't know how they picked the artists, but there was some really adorable ideas. So very, very cute. And I think I had at one point the whole collection. So this is, they're saying, is a silver collection. I'm not sure what else was available, but it is very cool. This seems like I thought about adding glitter to it, but I thought you might enjoy it more. Oh. I will enjoy it. It is a very big truth. Ooh. Pete's Coffee? Major Dixon's Blend, dark roast. Because you know I like to be caffeinated. Delightful. I will let you know how that is. I can't. Oh. It smells really nice. Alfred Pete was renowned for achieving extraordinary depth through his blends. His secret, bringing together coffees so exceptional each could stand on its own for unparalleled complexity and flavor. Deep dive into our signature blends. Very cool. I will definitely caffeinate with this for the next stream for sure and let you know how it is before then, because I will need coffee before that point. There's candy. These are good too. There's also a ton of stuff we can't get down here for candy and things. They have American pantries that open up all over the place. Just like you guys can't get coffee crisp. The little cream savers. I don't even know if you can get these here. I've seen them around when I was a kid, but not really since then. So there's orange and the strawberry ones. They're delightful. I will have to partake of one of those. All right. I think that's everything in the... Oh. Almost everything in the peanuts. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. It is a steampunk dip pen with fountain pen nibs. That is going to be amazing. That is... Holy crap. That is so cool. Where'd you even find that? It's got like captain's log. I've never seen nibs like that either. They're really cool stub nibs. That is sweet. Like a double stack. Wow. I will definitely appreciate that. Maybe I will write the studio thank you notes with this gorgeous beastie and dip it in all sorts of glittery inks. I ended up, so one of the fountain pen companies that I bought ink from before, Ferris Wheel Press, they give you points for your birthday and they give you points for reviews and they give you points kind of every month. And for whatever reason, I had accumulated tons of points. So I actually had $100 credit. So I ended up buying like 8 sparkly inks because I can't help myself. So I have lots of things that I could dip this in. That is so cool. So check those nibs out. So with a stub nib that's flat on the top, it'll write a big, thick calligraphy type letter, or yeah, calligraphy type lines, and it's got a little inkwell in it. That one's kind of the same. I wonder what the little grooves do. That's so pretty. But you can see like the captain's log and all the pretty speckling on the feather. Oh my goodness. It's so cool. And then the steampunk gears. Ah! This is so neat. Here's the other little guys there. And then down at the bottom. That's so cool. Where on earth did you find that? I know nothing about it, but I think it's right. It will write with the inks that I have very, very successfully. The only difference between this and a fountain pen is that a fountain pen has an ink reservoir inside of it that you put the ink into, whereas a dip pen, you dip it into like an ink well. So kind of like you'd see in old style movies. Let me pull it out. Let go. Let. Oh, I don't want to let go. Hold on. I'm releasing it. And we can see it in its full glory. You're like, I think this is a pen that does inky things. It is definitely a pen that does inky things. And the fact that it's brass and it'll like antique is so cool. Oh my goodness. That's so neat. So then the nibs just pop out of the bottom and then you can do different things. So you would just write with this. And it actually sits in the hand quite nicely. It just rests there. Very, very cool. And it's got a sparkly in it. Look at the sparkle. Thank you. That's exciting. And then there's a fragile box. So no shaky. I will not shake it. I will open it gently. And I have too many things going on the desk now. Popcorn Stitch makes me want to eat popcorn and pie and chocolate covered strawberries. Very deeply. Oh, I might need this for the coffee. I have a feeling. If not, it's cool to look at. It should actually work really well. And then the different kinds of nibs I've never seen quite like that before. So it'll be interesting to see how they write. So I will do a sample. That is like stream level coffee. That is almost the size of my whole head. Yeah, baby coffee? Actual studio sized coffee. That is wonderful. I can fill that with so much coffee. Look at it. I didn't even see until oh my God, that's amazing. Well, now if I do that on stream, well, now I'm endlessly entertained, and it only required a mug. Thank you very much, Lizzie. I greatly appreciate the gifts. That is cool. I've seen this, maybe not this particular mug, but one of the mugs with the mouth on the bottom somewhere. And I've had people send me the link before, and I was like, that's so cool. And it made me laugh then. And I haven't been able to find them here. So I don't know where you found it, but thank you, because that is amazing. And I'm going to punk my husband today, because I'm going to sit there all demure and just be like, and see if he figures it out. He might not. He's very much Batman, so he'll just be like, That's awesome. Very cool. Thank you very much. That's very fun. We actually, my husband and I and my family and I don't really exchange gifts for holidays, birthdays, or Christmas otherwise, so it's kind of fun to get gifts. I like it. But it's like, yeah, it's fun to give them out too. So we tend to do more of a tradition of stuff like that. But this is also kind of fun. So thank you. What else did I have to show you? I knew you'd like that. I was like, oh my God, you need that. Did they show it with the bottom, or did you see it like this and you're like, that's adorable? And then you went like that and you're like, and it went from adorable to incredibly amazing magic that will forever bring Raven joy. That's so cool. Thank you. Lizzie saying the cards for Belisara, I think, are still a thing, but the page where you can play the game is no longer. Oh, well, that sucks. Yeah, it was kind of before the internet stuff was super big, kind of well back in the Neopets days, and they weren't Neopets level stuff. But yeah, Belisara stuff you can still find online. Some people give away the cards. They're quite cute. I quite like them for the art. I ended up giving them away and donating them quite a while ago. And I kind of wish I hadn't. So That's cool. But the squishies are fun. And the squishies will fit on the back of my fountain pens for some of them. So I'm excited. When I get the inks and things that I ordered, because I got so many of them, I will show them to you. I've been trying to make a habit of signing all my cards and stuff with the inks because they're sparkly and shiny and color shifting and stuff. And on that note, I did find at the Japanese store, because in Japan they still use fountain pens and inks fairly commonly. So a lot of their paper is still geared towards that, whereas our paper out here is more ballpoint type pen related. So you get a really nice soft paper, but isn't that cute? And you know what makes it more cute? That it has all the little guys on the back of it. So they pitch this as a paper that you can write notes on and then make origami out of. Could Japan be any cuter? So I'll have to, and this pen will work for writing inky notes on these too. So I will be signing things in the cool steampunk magic pen in really cool color changing, sparkle shifting inks, because why not? And I did actually add to, I was going to buy myself a pen for my birthday, and I might have found 3 pens for the price of 1 pen. So I got a deal because they were used, but they're like my sparkly Banu. I got 2 more sparkly pens and then adopted this little guy who needs help because his nib was all messed up, but I've mostly fixed it. It's a fairly popular Japanese pen called a Platinum 3776 that had issues with the nib being all messed up because it was used in Japan and very much loved, and you could tell it was used quite often. But it is not a gold version of the 3776. It's the stainless steel, so it was cheap, like silly cheap, and having to fix the nib was why it was silly cheap. But yeah, so the only difference between this guy and this guy is just that this guy has a little sack inside of him for holding ink, and a lot of times the dip nibs can handle different kinds of ink because they're, hi buddy, he's like, I'm going right for my snacks. He's got a puzzle mat because it's fun. He likes eating out of it. So I found that for stuff, and when the pens come in I'll show you guys, but I couldn't resist the pony. And then they had sweet animals, which is like little puppies and desserts. See? Little puppies and desserts. And again, the nice smooth paper you can write stuff on with the adorable little snack puppies. And it's the same throughout the pages. But they have all sorts of really cool stuff. There's really cool washi. I'll show you some of that. And then just like Japanese dollar stores for the win. These are just normal paper, so they are not fountain pen ink safe because they'll just bleed and look like poop. But they're so cute to pass up. And then they had tons and tons and tons of different kinds of washi, but this was very Japanese and very adorable. So it's got the sparkly lining on the outside with foil accents, and they are kittens in the most Japanese style. As I'm going the wrong directions. Aren't they cute? Very, very cute. And the fact that there's like a little strip of the sparkle with all the little gold accents is very cool. So I had fun. It was very interesting. They always have very cool little things, so I can't help myself. It was a fun day. I got chopsticks that I can use that are like the anodized color, so they're rainbow. Too many fun things. Let's see. Aw, Lizzie says, I love gift giving. Happy birthday. Thank you. I can't freaking wait. Saw the bottom and I was like, yep, Raven right there. Don't forget the card in the box. I will open that up and chat with Lizzie after. 3 for 1 woman. You can replace the nibs on normal pens, and you can swap the nibs out on this one too. So they just would pull out of the bottom. I don't want to do it because it's better with a like kitchen grabber, the little silicone guys. But it's got a little hole in the bottom. And it looks like if I get a Kakamori nib, which I'm looking at, it's a one that has a whole bunch of little fingers in it, and you can write really tiny lines, or you can almost paint with it, that it would fit in the bottom of this too. So I was kind of on a casual lookout for a holder that would work, and you can't get much cooler than this. And the Kakamori nibs also come in brass, so it would match. It's very cool. Thank you. You didn't even know these things, but it's like the perfect thing. Nash Tater is like, oh my God, Mom, she's talking to herself again. Yeah, pretty much. He's like, I don't understand. I talk to myself throughout the day normally, so it's not that odd for him. This is just a little bit more talking because that's how I do it. Let's see. Yeah, kitties are fun. So I got a whole bunch of cool stuff from the Japanese thing and from Lizzie. Yay! So my brain has entirely derailed, and I don't know if there's anything else that I was supposed to talk to you guys about. Oh, this was another thing I got from the Japanese store, that if you have fountain pens, campus books are supposed to be really good and they're cheap. You can buy them on Amazon. They were even cheaper at the Japanese dollar store, but not everybody has one of those locally. And they have 7 and 6 millimeter lines. So these are a little bit smaller than the standard North American line. And then it is that fountain pen ready friendly paper. When it's a little bit smoother and more plasticky feeling like these guys are, then all of your sparkling and sheening and color changing shifting inks will look better. And then just a grid. Oh, you figured it out. I was waiting for him to be able to do that, where he would just take it and dump it, because that would be the easiest way to get all the treats out of it. And I think he was just trying to move it onto his bed, but yeah, he likes it. It keeps his brain moving, which is good. What Japanese store are you buying from? It was Momo in Calgary. But I will show you guys what that looks like. I don't know if it is available outside of Canada because there's a little Canadian sign there, but you can order online. And they have all sorts of ridiculous things. Here, let me see if I can open that up. Like just cat calendars and really adorable little animals, and they have makeup and stuff for around the house. There's all sorts of things and tons of snacks. It is redonkulous, actually. Lots of Pokemon stuff. They had some Digimon stuff. They had all sorts of things. It's really honestly overwhelming to go in there. But you might be able to find something that's equivalent in the US, because I don't know. Okay, so they are only Canadian, and there's only a couple of them. Ontario, Manitoba, Alberta, British Columbia. So Calgary, Edmonton. Oh, the Edmonton one's closed. Shucks. But yeah, there's tons and tons that you can find stuff, obviously, anywhere. But if you look up Japanese dollar store in USA, you might be able to find something, because they're awesome. And anything, because they love kawaii cute things. There just is always adorable things. And they had tons and tons of blind bags. But it looks like Daiso is an option in the States. This is our hyperfixation of the week. Cute Japanese things. So Daiso. Holy Hannah. So they are not scattered everywhere. There's some in Seattle, San Francisco, Los Angeles, one in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, New York. But there's always online too. So, yeah, neat. Looks like a Five Below on steroids. Kind of. We don't get those here, so I'm kind of jealous that you guys get Five Belows because they're super, super cool. But apparently, Umomo is only Canadian, but you can find stuff online. It's pretty reasonably easy. Sometimes Etsy carries things. I know there's tons of stuff on eBay, obviously. And there's probably some online vendor that I don't know that exists that would probably be easier than walking into a store and seeing 5,000 things. But scrolling for 5,000 hours because there's a million things is also really challenging. But anyway, maybe I created a rabbit hole for you. If so, I apologize, but I'm also not super sorry because cute things. We all need cute things to restore our souls in our lives. On that note, I am currently brain dead, so I will probably let you guys go. I do have fun plans for some new stuff coming in 2025. I don't have details yet on when I'm going to release information about that stuff. But we also need for bombuses to come out and get painted and be shown in all sorts of cool colors. So if you're waiting on hearing from me for that, you should hear in the next few days about what your batch looks like and kind of approximate shipping dates. And then if you want a prize, you should hear from me shortly. And if you want to buy a Bombas or a Rise now or in the new year, you have until January 15th. So yay. I will be releasing pictures of the newest Medallion Club medallion in a few weeks because we're just December 1st right now. So it'll probably come for the 29th-ish, which would be the closest stream to when they release because there'll be a bit of a delay with New Year's. So if I start showing pictures on the 29th, then it's only like 4 weeks away. It's not too bad. So you'll get some pictures soon for that sort of thing, and then we'll see what else I peek and preview. But I will see you guys next Sunday for the next edition of the studio stream. And we should have more Briar stuff, I imagine, by then, because I thought they were going to release a whole bunch more at the end of November, which might have been their intent, but we didn't see much. We'll start seeing that trickle in soon here. So, yeah, I love you guys. If you ever have questions that you want me to address in the stream, just let me know in the chat or send an email through. I can chat about how to do model horse sculpting stuff, customizing stuff. If you have questions, it's kind of hard to get into like big rabbit holes like 3D printing. But we can try, see how it goes. All right. On that note, I will see you guys later. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy yourselves, and we will see you next Sunday. Love you guys. Don't feed no trolls. We need like a Don't Feed the Trolls song because it'll be the best thing. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you, Lizzie, for the gifts. It's been fun. Congratulations to all the winners.